this. Recognize it? That's right, it's Don't Forget Me by the Chili Peppers. The chords are A minor, F, C, and G. Now that's a 6, 4, 1, 5 progression. Now why does it start on the 6? Because A minor and C are relative minor and major, so they share the same notes. But that's enough theory for now. Let's play. I'm using the E shape for the A minor chord, which sits inside minor pentatonic shape 1. All the notes I'll use for the embellishments come from this position. I've gone for a simple repetitive lick like this. So to begin, I've got the root note, then the top end of the chord, twice on the root note on the 7th fret, then the repetitive hammer-on pull-off. Altogether we have. To get to the F chord, I simply exit the lick with the G note here, then resolve down to the F. A note that sits just outside our pentatonic shape, but lands us perfectly on the next chord. For the second bar, I'm making good use of the caged system. I start with this F major 7 as a D shape, then move straight into the C shape. Although it looks like well, it looks and feels like you're playing an A minor into an A minor 7. But what I'm really doing is briefly adding the 6th, whilst leaving out the root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I move up to the A shape, adding the major 7th with this 12th fret before dropping it down to the 6th on the 10th fret. And that D resolves us beautifully into our next chord, C. So bar 2 will sound like this. Into the C. So there you have it. 3 caged shapes. Caged shapes, that's hard to say. So there you have it. 3 caged shapes, all outlining the same F chord with a few small variations to bring the chord to life. Now, this move would work just as well over our next chord, the 1 chord, C. If you wanted to play it with the exact same fingering, you would have this. Gets a wee bit tight up there. To play it an octave below, you would get this. And that's exactly what I'd like you to do with everything you learn. Move it around, experiment with it, and really make it your own. Just keep one thing in mind. When you move these ideas over the 5 chord, in this case G, you'll need to either avoid the major 7th or flatten it to the flattened 7th to fit the harmony, because it's the dominant 7th, it's the 5 chord. So for G, we would have to do, we have G here and then we have our major 7th here. We don't want major 7th, we want dominant 7th, so we flatten that 7th back here. The 6th can stay where it is, so this is exactly the same. And then up here we have the major 7th here, we don't want that, we flatten it. To this note, we can keep the 6th, or we can just hang on that flattened 7th, and that would sound like this. That does sound pretty cool. On to the 3rd bar, C major. Since we're already up here at the 10th fret, we have easy access to the top end of this E shape at the 8th fret. From there, a few simple embellishments with the pinky on the 10th fret is all it takes to really make the chords sing. So C, you will have this. You don't have to play exactly like that. Again, make it your own. Over the 4th bar, G, we have an idea that I fall back on all the time. In fact, it's the same idea I used to open my Little Wing inspired lesson. It's built around the C shape, and it comes from the major pentatonic scale. And because it comes from the major pentatonic scale, it doesn't include the 7th. So this idea works beautifully over both the 1 chord and the 4 chord as well. And if you look at it from an A minor point of view, it works just as well over a minor chord. That's exactly how I use it in the Little Wing inspired lesson, if you'd like to hear it in a different musical setting. Our progression has now come full circle, and we're back to A minor. So to hear the G into A minor, it goes like this. That's our A. I love this voicing that I use next. It's an A minor first inversion. It feels quite fancy because it's up at the 9th and 10th frets, but it's exactly the same voicing as this slightly less fancy looking one down here at the 5th fret that we're all more familiar with. If you're unsure what inversions are, I've included a simple diagram and a short explanation over on Patreon. And if you're not watching on Patreon, you'll find all the tabs, diagrams and supporting material for this lesson, along with many more lessons over there. But where were we? We are still on A minor. So after the A and this first inversion, we're going to take a short break from the chords for a short minor pentatonic, well, blues scale lead line to carry us into our next chord, F. Now all I'm doing there is I have that wee unison bend at the start, and then I walk from root to root right down the scale, and then to get into the F I play my F major 7 into my F major. For the F chord, we're playing exactly the same chordal phrase we used over the G. Rather than being up here, it's down here. Which is another reminder that, and that was my intention, it wasn't an accident. That's another reminder that these ideas aren't tied to one chord. They can be moved around the fretboard and reused in different musical situations. I was not being lazy. I was trying to show you that. I was trying to make sure you knew that. Anyway, sorry. That gets us right into our last chord, C. Now you can consider this an A shape for the C, or a G shape. We're using a bit of both. We start on the A shape. We add the G shape on down here. And then we take this wee double stop at the top here, slide it from the 8th fret up to the 10th fret, and back. And that carries us into G. Now in G we're going to have a couple of relaxed strums. Play G, move chromatically up to G sharp, before hitting our A minor on this lovely first inversion here. Now that we've broken everything down, let's put it all back together. I'll play the piece once more, and this time see if you can spot the caged shapes. I don't know why I have so much difficulty with that. See if you can spot the caged shapes, the pentatonic ideas, and how each phrase leads naturally into the next chord. Cheers for watching, and I'll catch you next time.